There's nothing more exciting than a good race, and no racing is more exciting than watercross. Standing up, sitting down, or just barely hanging on, these competitors take to the water and push their bodies and boats to the limit. This is the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross, brought to you by the Beach Sports Network.
Hello and welcome to Syracuse, New York, as we kick off the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross here on Lake Onondaga. Thanks for joining us today. These competitors are from all over the United States and Canada, and they'll be vying for a $10,000 cash purse and the coveted title of Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross. I'm David Nisley. Thanks for joining us for this first stop of the IJSBA National Tour. It's guaranteed to be a good one as competitors from all over North America come to compete and train. In today's show, we'll bring you highlights from the entire competition, as well as take you on a quick tour of the Syracuse area and see how these riders get to peak performance for these tough races. And now, some highlights from yesterday's first round of moto action. Around the outside, I would say.
Saturday's runabout competition gave the fans an incredible show of speed and strategy as Brian Baldwin of North Carolina used his Sea-Doos handling to outrace Billy Dearman's rocket-fast Kawasaki. In the Ski GP race, it was Paul Pachowski on the number 50 Yamaha who fought through the choppy water of Lake Onondaga and held off Rob Flores and Bill Hurricane Haig for the win. And the spectators witnessed a great freestyle show from Doug Woodwiak of Ware, Massachusetts. Anna Froggy Gonek from St. Petersburg, Russia. And Florida's Jason the Destroyer Stoyer.
Right out, Cole Cousins. The Beatles, man. What's that? A million times or back? I don't know what happened there. And look at that. Here comes Jesse coming right back.
When the Beach Sports Network coverage of the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross continues, we'll bring you some highlights of Friday night's Riders Roast and introduce you to a few of the tour stars. Stay with us.
What if we could use the sun to help keep us cool? Solar-powered ventilation to help cool you. Available on the third generation Prius. It's harmony between man, nature, and machine.
Welcome to the Beach Sports Network. We have beach tennis and beach volleyball and jet skiing. So we hope you can bring your sport to the Beach Sports Network.
So don't miss this opportunity and visit our website today.
Hooray! 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 To the USA! Hooray! 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 To the USA! Hooray! 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 To the USA! Hooray! 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 To the USA!
Coverage of the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross is brought to you by Syracuse Toyota Dealers, Burdick Toyota, Romano Toyota, McGuire Toyota, Nye Toyota, and Fox Toyota. Sea-Doo, UWP IJSBA Racing, Syracuse Convention and Visitors Bureau, Onondaga County Parks, Wingate Inn, Quaker Steak and Lube, and the Beach Sports Network. Our Writers' Roast took place on Friday night at Quaker Steak and Lube in Syracuse. Here's a little bit of the action.
Thank you, AJ. My name is Jeff Mickle. I'm the Director of Sports Development for the Syracuse Convention and Visitors Bureau. And on behalf of the Syracuse Chamber of Commerce and the Convention and Visitors Bureau, I want to welcome you all to our fine city and county. And I just want to follow up a little bit. We had a press conference yesterday at Onondaga Lake Park, and my boss, David Holder, talked about partnerships. Partnerships with the Parks and Rec Department, partnerships with great planners like AJ, great athletes like yourself. But tonight's further evidence of the partnerships that are needed. Heidi Hackett and her great staff at the Wingate, fine folks here at Quaker Steak and Lube. It's just great that we all partner together to try to help bring these events here. And we want to welcome you and thank you for letting us be part of your mix. So go out, have some fun, and spread the word when you go to your respective home that the Cuse rocks, kick some butt, and we're ready to go. So have some fun. Thank you all very much for coming.
Okay, these 3 cups represent the jewel of the U.S. Open of Watercross. For the first time, they will be presented to 3 different champions and will be a tradition passed on for years to come. These cups stand for outstanding achievement in each of their respective fields.
On Sunday, the winds were strong and the air was cool, but the action on the water heated up quickly. Our riders stirred up Lake Onondaga with some tough racing in the runabout and ski preliminaries, setting up for some great competition as the day went on. Our ski race even ended with a photo finish.
Going to play a role in this final lap. They make the right and the left, and they'll head back toward that back marker. 2 turns to go before the drag strip. Let's see if Flores can close it up. He knows the pressure's there. He's got to get on him now if he's going to take over that lead.
That's right. And Pachowski with a slight bobble gives Flores a little time, and Flores bobbles. Now Shirker's there. Let's see what happens as they approach the lapper.
All right, final couple of turns here. It's 1, 2, and 3. Puchalski, Flores, and Shirker. He goes inside this time. Shirker, last gasp, dash. I think he might have a shot at him this time as he makes a couple of turns. He's at the yellow marker. He's going to have a good run on Flores. Makes a left. It's a gas right to the end. Shirker comes to the inside. It's a photo finish. Oh, my goodness. Rick Shirker across the line with the 88. We're going to have to go to the scores on that. However, it looked like he might have got him at the last second there.
I'm not going to make any announcements right there, but I tell you what, that was great. 20 laps of stand-up racing right there.
Paul, great run out there. How'd it feel?
Oh, man, exhausting. Back's killing, but I knew these guys would be all over me, and like they were. So I had to just suck it up and straighten out the back a few times as best I could. You know, those turns, man, when you got to slow down and stretch out, it could take its toll on you.
Yeah, we noticed a couple of times we were watching you down that straightaway where you were picking up and getting the back straightened out. 20 laps is a long ways. At about the halfway point, is that when the fatigue set in for you?
Well, that was kind of like the disappointment. Like 20, saw the halfway, and I'm like, that means 10 more. I was expecting 15-lap moto, but hey, it's all right. They got 20 in on us, and oh man, I was just able to. Glad motor didn't break and my body didn't break. So.
Well, you had a lot of pressure from the back. You had Flores in behind you there and Shirker. Now, could you feel them back there? Because they closed up a couple times on you.
I can feel I could hear the motor. I could hear Rob Flores with, I could see the yellow in the corner of my eyeball. So I said, he's knocking on the door every chance he gets. So he's there.
Yeah, he was tenacious. I saw him a couple of times. They made a move on you and went for it, but it looked like you had a lot of power. Let's talk a little bit about the boat that you're running there. Tell us a little bit about that boat.
Well, it's a new version Yamaha, and you know, it's a lighter hull than the my competitors' boats, and I figured that'd give me a good advantage. Horsepower-wise, I'm running a Sea-Doo 951, you know, pretty big bore motor, and it seems to power the hull really well, and worked on a lot of handling in the off season, and I think I got a good package at least to handle the rough water against the bigger, heavier boats. So
cool. Congratulations on a Moto 2 win. Good luck in the next Moto.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
When we return, we'll take you on a tour of Syracuse and bring you some training tips from the tour stars. The Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross and the Beach Sports Network will be right back.
What if we could use the sun to help keep us cool? Solar-powered ventilation to help cool you. Available on the 3rd generation Prius. It's harmony between man, nature, and machine.
Welcome to the Beach Sports Network. We have beach tennis and beach volleyball and jet skiing. So we hope you could bring your sport to the Beach Sports Network.
So don't miss this opportunity and visit our website today.
Hooray! 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 Syracuse USA! Hooray! 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 Syracuse USA! Hooray! 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 Syracuse USA! Hooray! 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 Syracuse USA!
Coverage of the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross is brought to you by Syracuse Toyota Dealers, Burdick Toyota, Romano Toyota, McGuire Toyota, Nye Toyota, and Fox Toyota. Sea-Doo, UWP IJSBA Racing, Syracuse Convention and Visitors Bureau, Onondaga County Parks, Wingate Inn, Quaker Steak and Lube, and the Beach Sports Network.
Located in the heart of New York State, Syracuse is easy and quick to get to. We're a reasonable drive from every major metropolitan area in the Northeast. Plus, discount and traditional airlines are continually adding flights to Syracuse Hancock International Airport. Or you can travel by train or bus to our regional transportation center right in the heart of the city. The greater Syracuse area is surrounded by mile after mile of blue lakes and rolling countryside. Onondaga County enjoys many wonderful lakes, including Schenectady's, Onondaga, and Oneida. Of course, the community abounds with dining of almost every sort. Many locals and visitors alike delight in dining with the dinosaur at the Dinosaur Barbecue in downtown Syracuse. Or strolling through historic downtown Armory Square, a great spot filled with dozens of eateries and places to shop. Nightlife abounds in Armory Square as well. Syracuse is home to Syracuse University, a major research university, as well as several smaller colleges and professional schools. Syracuse is proactively joining the green movement as well. From hotel renovations and accommodations to green shopping at Carousel Center, green is the theme of Syracuse. We're here in the pits with Molly Curran. Molly, what do you do to prepare for the season? What kind of practice do you do and what kind of exercise routine do you follow?
Well, I'm in a lot of other sports. I play volleyball in the fall, and I ski race in the winter. And I'm also in track in the spring, so that really helps a lot. But we have a lake behind our house, and we try to get out on it as much as we can before the season. But track and skiing really helps a lot.
We're here in the pits with Donald Morningstar. Don, I have a question about travel and why you guys do this. Why do you put so much effort into this journey?
I guess it's just developed from my history with motocross, and it was like a stepping stone into this sport. And I promoted races for years and was heavily involved because, you know, love of sport. I always said, did race schools, the whole bit. Had a couple of boys, and they kind of grew up, helped me set up courses and take courses down, and it just became second nature for them to just get on a ski when the class presented itself.
Youngsters out here, we got the amateurs out here doing a few laps for us. For you, you know, out here making this happen, you've been at the sport a long time. Where do you see this things progressing from here?
Well, the one thing I'll have to say straight up is when we get the opportunity to watch the amateurs and see what the future of the sport is, it always puts a smile on your face when you get to see all these young kids coming out and having so much energy. So there's a lot of things we've got going on right now, I think, that puts the sport in a much better light than it's been in the last few years. The television coverage has always been one of those things, so we're getting that, and it's coming up. It's all looking really, really positive.
How do you guys find the time, and why do you make the effort to come to these races?
Well, it takes a lot of work to get ready to go to the races, but my dad is a big part of it, and he drives to all the races, and my brother actually drove to this race, and we really practice. My dad and my brother practice with me, and they help me a lot.
Okay, and how much time does it take for you guys to make this kind of travel plans? Do you guys set up like on Wednesday or Thursday, or is it just pretty much load and go?
Well, it takes a lot of time to get the skis and stuff into the trailer, but we usually procrastinate. We're loading up on Friday, trying to get out as fast as we can, but it does take a lot of time to get ready.
After the break, we'll bring you highlights from Sunday's final. The Beach Sports Network's coverage of the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross will return in just a moment.
What if we could use the sun to help keep us cool? Solar-powered ventilation to help cool you. Available on the third generation Prius. It's harmony between man, nature, and machine.
The broadcast you are watching is a product of Final Cut Productions. Have you ever considered how to make your company or product more well-known? Well, here at Final Cut Productions, we can make that a reality with a high-impact, groundbreaking commercial. Whether you need local or national coverage. Better yet, have you ever had an idea for your own TV show? Or would you like to have your event produced like the broadcast you are watching right now? Then contact Final Cut Productions today and become well-known. Coverage of the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross is brought to you by Syracuse Toyota Dealers, Burdick Toyota, Romano Toyota, Maguire Toyota, Nye Toyota, and Fox Toyota. Sea-Doo, UWP IJSBA Racing, Syracuse Convention and Visitors Bureau, Onondaga County Parks, Wingate Inn, Quaker Steak and Lube, and the Beach Sports Network. It was an action-packed final for the Pro-Am Runabout Open class. Listen in.
They charge off the starting gate, make a left-hand turn, two boats together. Little tap on the outside, Jojo Maniz going hard to the outside. trick back to the inside, Billy Baldwin, and looks like Dearman up front, so Brian Baldwin and Billy Dearman charging to the front as they make a left. Right up front, carving some great corners. Brian Baldwin with the hole shot, nearly lead. There's Billy Dearman in behind him, so it's Baldwin and Dearman charging the right-hand marker. They make a left, carve back to the right. Two riders to the front, a lot of wash in behind him. You see a huge spray as they make the right-hand turn and head to the back marker. Baldwin with a ton of horsepower. Let's see if he runs that outside trip this time or if he tries to go to the inside. Boomer, a lot of speed out there carrying through that corner. There he goes. He's running the long course this time, not going to the inside. Dearman also to the outside with him.
Did you see Baldwin and Clayton rail to rail around the inside on turn number 1? I tell you what, that was great racing action right there.
Yeah, I think there's a little blue on the white and a little white on the blue as they bumped heads as they went around that corner. You can hear that piped rig of Dearman as he charges down across the start-finish area. But it looks to me like possibly Baldwin stretching things out on Dearman here early in the race. Checkered flag flying for our race winner, number 9, Brian Baldwin taking the checkers. However, the battle in the back, Dearman gets shoved to the outside, and look at this, Claude Clayton checking out. He's going to hold down that second spot through these final couple of turns. He goes around the outside section. No way Dearman's going to run him down now. It's going to take a miracle. Catches his buoys, makes a left-hand turn. Final corner, comes to the finish line. Wow, that was something else, Boomer, seeing teammates do that.
How about that? Watching 20 laps, watching that kid go to work, inside, outside, inside, outside. But let me tell you something, folks. There might be a little tension in that trailer in about 5 minutes.
All right, here we come. Flying Brian Baldwin coming in first in this Pro-Am open runabout class. You took that inside line a couple of times and it paid off. This thing carves well in the water. Is that a function of the size or is it the horsepower?
It's actually both. You know, it's a little bit lighter than your standard Sea-Doo XP. You can probably turn 180 degrees in the length of the boat. You know, that's my main advantage is the handling of the ski.
Well, this is your winner in the Pro-Am Open Runabout class here at the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross.
For the Pro-Am Ski GP, we had a lot of chop and a lot of passing.
Oh my, the 300, Jimmy East World Wilson darts out of the start gate, looking over his left shoulder. Puchalski right in there with him. Boomer looked like the 300 was going to get to the corner first, but he didn't. Puchalski fired it up and got there before him.
So it's Puchalski again on the inside with the leg drag. Flores goes wide, and he's going to give up a spot. Now Flores is going to have to go to work. It looks like Haig on the outside.
Yeah, Bill Hurricane Haig looking to make a move to the outside here. He's charging down. It is Puchalski with the lead, but look at this. I told you Bill Hurricane Haig was looking to make a move. Carmine Colangelo in there, and there's Rick Shurker in third place. There it is. Rick Shurker takes over the lead. Bill Hurricane Haig fades back to second position. There is the lapper in there. Haig not going to give up. He'll chew tenaciously on the backside of that 927 to Rick Shurker. So Shurker bringing his A game out here on Lake Onondaga. So Shurker makes a right. His final left-hand turn. Here he comes to the blacks and white. Rick Shurker on the number 912. He is your winner. Several times before you made that pass, you checked that inside line. Were you setting that up previous to making the actual pass?
Yeah, I was going back and forth a little bit. I'd follow them every once in a while on the outside and make them think I'm not there and try to take one I thought I had a chance of getting them.
Well, also, it looked like conditioning was a big role here because you weren't doing the stiff leg thing. I didn't see you stretching your back out. Did you feel good for all 20 laps?
I stretched my back a few times. Definitely feel a little stiff, but I felt good. I felt good. Once you get through about 10 laps, everything goes a little numb.
All right. With our champion, the Pro-Am Ski GP here at the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross. It's the 912 of Rick Shurker.
The freestyle competition saw our same competitors from Saturday come out to show off. Doug Woodwiak went first, but struggled a bit.
He's going to spin around back on the handle pole. He's going to throw out the old fountain of youth. How about that? Make some noise. Back into Trey. Nice transition.
Anna Gonek went next, but also had a few problems getting her tricks to hit.
Anna up on the ski, on the handle, pull backwards, waves the crowd. Nice transition, nice spin. And Anya, let's see what she has for us. Properly nicknamed Froggy. She's going to get up and throw the fountain. Well, let's see if she can throw that weight down.
When Jason Stoyer hit the water, it's safe to say the competition was destroyed.
The Destroyer Stoyer. This kid's from Miami Beach, Florida, folks. And he's setting up his own wake. And it's a big, big flail barrel roll right into the routine, right up in front of the count, under the starting band. He's going to lock his feet right back in. The Destroyer going to be spending some time over there in Russia. And it's a backflip into a submarine, folks. Make some noise, flat water backflip.
All right, we're here with our freestyle champion, 2009 style, Jason the Destroyer Stoyer. How you feeling, Jay?
Excellent, excellent. Just came off the water here and feels great.
You know, conditions are a little flat out there. Most of freestyle, when you do in the ocean and stuff, you have big waves to work with. How tough is it to create your own environment to make jumps and flips?
I don't find it hard for myself because that's what I do every day. I don't call myself a flat water or a free ride in the surf rider. I ride, and I generally ride flat water, so it felt right at home out there making my own wave.
Very cool. How much training do you do during the week and in the course of the season to get ready for this kind of an event?
You know, in the winter you take a little bit of a break, so you might ride 1, maybe 2 times a week, and then by the time you get into season, you're riding all weekend, and you better be practicing and tuning at least 2 to 3 days out of the days you're not traveling. So pretty much about almost every day.
Now, we talk about the racers and riders out there and the kind of shape that they're in. It seems to me that you're doing a lot of physical work throwing around this ski and making it go upside down and under the water.
Yeah, definitely. We only go for 2 minutes at a time, but in those 2 minutes we manage to do anywhere from 10 to 15 tricks on average, and we keep busy.
Now, I know there's people that make this possible for you. Tell us who they are.
Everybody out here and all the fans, that's who I like to thank the most, people that make it fun and make it worth being here.
Very nice. With Jason Stoyer, the Toyota U.S. Open of Watercross continues its march across the United States. Check us out for our next stop in Rochester, New York. As always, we welcome you to join us on tour and keep us on your television schedule of shows to watch. I'm David Nisley for BSN.
It's really about consistency, isn't it?
Hey, that's gonna be in it.
Look, it's all a blooper. How big's our box? Here?
Mr. Director, here we go.
This is B-roll we're going to shoot here, ladies and gentlemen. So